Hi boys and girls, this morning we're going to make a plant part flip book. So it's going to end up looking a lot like this. In order to do this, you're going to need this sheet from your materials packet. It's just one sheet of paper and it's got the black lines on it. You are going to need a pencil and you're going to need your scissors and some markers to get this one done. So let's get started. All right, the first thing you're going to do is you're going to take your paper and you're going to fold it so that the black lines are on the inside. So you're very carefully going to meet the corners, folding it the hot dog way. You're going to press it down. That's just to help give you a little guidance. Then you're going to open it back up and you're going to pick one side for cutting on. Now that middle line, kind of where the fold is kind of where you're going to stop with your scissors. So you're going to cut. There should be no scraps. You're not making any scraps. You're cutting up. When you get to that middle line, you stop. So you're just going to make 3 cuts. And one more for me. And then you should be done. You have little flaps. All right, the next thing is you have to think about the parts of a flower. We're going to start down at the bottom. We're going to write the word roots because that's what happens first in our plan. It gets roots. So I'm going to spell out the word roots, R-O-O-T-S. And if I want to get really fancy, I can even flip it over and write it on the other side so that when I open my flip book and my roots of the plant are showing, it's still there. All right, the next part we're going to write is stem, S-T-E-M. I'm going to write it again on the inside. And I want to keep it on this side. I don't want to go over that black line because that's where we're going to be drawing. Next part is leaves. L-E-A-V-E-S. And then the very last one is going to be my flower up on top. All right, so now we have to make sure we've got our little flaps and they're labeled. Now is when you're going to need your markers or your crayons, something to draw with. So we're going to make some roots, and roots, of course, are under the ground. So we're going to start with, I don't have a black marker today, so I think my roots are going to be dark brown. So I'm going to open all these up now so that I kind of can see where my plant is. I'm going to make some roots. And remember, roots absorb all that water under the ground. So I'm going to use this black line kind of as my ground. And here are all my roots underneath it. And if I want, I can go back later and color in that dirt. But I don't have to do that right now. Oops, I noticed I forgot my word flower on the top up here. So we're going to quick add that, because I'm going to need that later. All right, my next part is the stem. So of course I want my stem to be connected to my roots. So I'm going to take my green marker. I'm going to make my stem, and actually I'm going to keep going all the way up until the part where my flower is. And I've got my stem there because I want my parts to be connected because they are not separate. And then the leaves area, I have to make sure I have some leaves on my plant because they're important for making the food for our plant. They absorb. And then up at the very top, we are going to make a flower. And you can make any kind of flower you want. I think I'm going to design a rose today. I'm going to go all the way around. And then I have a fun rose. So I have to make sure I have all my parts so that when I close my flat book up, if I lift open just the roots, there are the roots of my plant. Or I lift open the leaves, there are the leaves of my plant. So in the end, and you can add fun little details. Here's my rose that we just made today, and here's my example from before. Like you can see that I added like a little worm down into the earth. I added a sun up in the sky, a couple raindrops. So even a little leaf down in the stem area. So have fun making your flip book.